The Singing Frogs by the Pond. In the middle of a lush green meadow, there was a crystal-clear pond surrounded by reeds and water lilies. Every night, the frogs of the pond gathered under the moonlight for a special event, their nightly concert. The leader of the group, an old and wise frog named Maestro Croaky, was in charge of the melodies. One evening, the pond was unusually quiet. The frogs sat in silence, looking worried. "Why aren't we singing tonight?" asked Pippa, the youngest frog with a tiny, squeaky voice. Maestro Croaky sighed. "The forest animals are restless and can't sleep. We need a new song, one that will calm their hearts and bring them peace." "But how do we find the right song?" Pippa asked, her big eyes wide with curiosity. "The perfect song is all around us," Maestro Croaky explained. "We just need to listen." He instructed the frogs to close their eyes and hear the sounds of the night. The rustle of the reeds, the gentle splash of water, and the soft hoot of an owl created a natural melody. Inspired by the sounds, Maestro Croaky began to hum a low, steady tune. The other frogs joined in, harmonizing with their own voices. Pippa tried her best to keep up, her squeaks blending into the growing melody. As the song grew, the forest animals started to gather around the pond. A family of rabbits nestled close to the reeds, a hedgehog curled up by a tree, and a deer stood silently in the shadows, listening. The frog's melody seemed to wrap the forest in a soft, warm blanket of sound. But suddenly, Pippa's voice cracked, and she stopped singing. Embarrassed, she whispered, "I can't do it. My voice is too small." Maestro Croaky hopped over to her and smiled kindly. "Your voice is important, Pippa. Every sound matters. Together, we create something magical." Encouraged, Pippa took a deep breath and began to sing again. This time, she let her voice flow naturally, not worrying about being perfect. To her surprise, her gentle squeaks added a unique, sweet note to the song. The frog's lullaby grew richer and more soothing. The rhythm mirrored the gentle ripples on the pond, and the melody carried through the forest like a soft breeze. One by one, the animals began to relax. The rabbits closed their eyes, the hedgehog snored softly, and even the restless crickets quieted down. As the final notes of the song faded into the night, the forest was completely still. Pippa looked around, amazed. "Did we really do that?" she asked. Maestro Croaky nodded. "Yes, Pippa. Our song didn't just calm the forest, it reminded everyone, including us, that even the smallest voices have a place in the symphony of life." The frogs hopped back to their favorite lily pads, proud and happy. Pippa snuggled next to Maestro Croaky, her heart full of joy. As the moonlight shimmered on the pond, the frogs closed their eyes, ready for peaceful dreams. And from that night on, the forest knew that whenever it needed a little calm, the frogs by the pond would be there to sing them to sleep.